A prototype? Really? So without announcing a prototype release? Only when all the issues have surfaced online. Now it's a prototype? Seriously, you can't make this up. Do they really think barbers are this stupid? I'm just back from a week's holiday in Mexico, and I can't believe I have come back and now have to explain what's going on. Let me know if this sounds suspicious or do you believe it. All this and more, only on Barber News.
Oh, crying. I'm really just a dickhead. Don't act like you don't know me. This camp deserve a trophy. Baby, they know me straight. Do the most crying in history. Power potent, go show up. This camera clippers blow up. It's bossy or crying. 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 Bossy or crying.
My phone has not stopped ringing. We have a line of angry barbers outraged. Imagine a brand that has never made a clipper thinks they can just turn up and bully all the innocent influencers into promoting something. This is now where we see who is chained down and who is legit speaking for themselves and for the barber community. The amount of weasels that have sold themselves short just for some recognition from Chris. Isn't your own dignity more important than a fist pump and a faulty set of clippers? Let me know in the comments, are influencers told what to say? Or do we have genuine ones that will speak the truth? Look, it's not easy being an influencer who depends on approval from certain companies and big-name barbers. They will see Chris like he is at the top of the food chain. And unfortunately, when you choose that route, Chris is going to have an input on what you do. A lot will speak on different accounts and share what's going on behind the scenes. And usually someone will rant to a trusted barber and that barber will tell someone else and it spreads. So for you barbers who love drama and gossip, don't worry. We will always get the inside scoop. This is what happens when you only reach out to people when it concerns you. If the influencers with a big following got some balls and spoke out freely, they would have a much bigger following. Allowing yourself to be told what to do really puts a limit on how you grow, especially when you won't make any money from it. Maybe a free prototype, if Mercedes or Audi bring out a prototype that's different. But to release so many clippers and trimmers to be only sent back with faults, it's like they had this as plan B all along. Join me now as I have a caller on the line. Let's hope he is somewhat normal for this show. Caller 1, you're live. Speak how you feel, but try keep it clean.
I waited for about 45 minutes to get on. This call better not get charged to me.
We'll see. So tell me, kid, what is you on Barber News?
I've been seeing a lot of buzz around this Tomb 45 collaboration, and I gotta address it. People keep saying, you're just advertising by talking about them. But let's be real, barbers aren't stupid. We've got access to everything now. Reviews, forums, YouTube videos, you name it. And the one thing I know is this. Barbers don't just buy into products, we buy into values. So the question is, what does Tomb 45 represent? They say, oh, we made these clippers for barbers, not for profit.
Well, yeah, Chris did come out and say that it's not about profit. He wants every barber to own one of these clippers. I also don't even think he has say on what the profit is. I feel they have just linked up brands to avoid both falling off for good. Would you agree? Or maybe he genuinely doesn't care about profit. What's your take on it?
Cool story, but if that's the case, why are you driving around in a Cybertruck, Grant Cardone style? Like, you can't claim to be for the barbers when your lifestyle says otherwise. We see through that. It's 2025, bro. Transparency is key. If there's profit involved, just say it. Nobody's mad at a company making money. What barbers want is honesty. And let's talk about the product itself. Because all the flashy marketing and hype in the world won't save you if your clippers don't deliver. I've seen the complaints, loud noises, clippers not hitting, jammed up buttons. It's not a good look. It's a basic motor, no groundbreaking technology. And barbers know what's good now. We're not in the dark ages anymore. We've tested, tried, and figured out what works. Don't insult us by throwing out mediocrity wrapped in hype. Here's my thing. I'd rather hear the truth from the jump. If you're about making a profit, cool, own it. If you want to claim innovation, back it up. But don't try to sell a dream that doesn't line up with reality. Barbers deserve credit. We've evolved. And it's about time brands caught up. So yeah, that's where I stand.
Just for the record, kid, you sound like when I was a teenager. In fact, if I had to guess, I would say you're Kermit the Frog's son by the sound of your voice. But great points, kid. Well done. Thanks for coming on. He sounds like me if I was studying to become a doctor, while being diagnosed with autism. What a strange guy. Let me see who else I can get on. So many to choose from. Oh, here's a good one. Caller 2, you're live.
It's been a long time, my brother. How you been?
Big Ron, is that you? I thought you got locked up.
I got out early. It turns out that the CCTV footage of me wasn't the correct date when that old man got ran over. I ain't saying it wasn't me, but I can't remember what day it happened. I'm just happy to be back out cutting hair again. I missed it. I missed chatting up the ladies that brought the kids to the shop. I missed it all.
Well, I hope you cop yourself some TPOB play clippers and trimmers. Oh, and the shaver will be out soon too. You're going to love them.
Sounds good. Where can I purchase them?
You can purchase all the TPOB products on tpobusa.com, and for an insane discount, use code TOADLIQUOR. I appreciate you, Big Ron. Peace. He is such a nice guy, but it's such a shame crime always follows him. Now, speaking of crime, extortion is illegal, and someone was trying to do this to TPOB. Why? We don't know. But what we do know is certain people are very jealous of the success and rise of the brand and would love nothing more than to see it crumble. From unknown barbers to fat slugs with no necks. This is a really serious problem. We hope it settles itself before more serious action needs to be taken. I don't see why people don't just have some fun and give it and take it. Some people always try and go above and beyond and take things to another level. You would not believe the efforts the man with no neck has went to. It's pure jealousy. But he gives off that crazy killer vibe. We have a lot of messages from barbers to say that he isn't mentally stable and that most people just agree with him in person so he doesn't react. But behind the scenes, he is worldwide laughingstock in the barber community. Let me know in the comments, do you feel TPOB has a lot of enemies who want to see him fail? Or should TPOB just ignore them and keep doing his thing? How would you all approach this? When this new collaboration drops, I know things are only going to get worse. And let me tell you right now, I'll see everything. Every fault, every issue, every failure that lands on my desk is getting posted. Why? Because you had the chance to come clean, you had the opportunity to own the truth, but instead you ignored it and doubled down on your lies. Now those lies, they've become who you are. So let me make this loud and clear. This doesn't stop here. Barbers around the world deserve better. They deserve transparency, honesty, and a real shot at knowing what's actually worth their hard-earned money. Not being misled by paid influencers hyping up subpar products. That influencer wave? It doesn't come with an oath to the craft. And if it did, if this industry had real accountability, you wouldn't even have one ambassador to your name. So yeah, every crack in the armor, every corner you cut, every exaggeration you sell, it's getting exposed because barbers deserve the truth, not a marketing pitch wrapped in false promises. To everyone watching, buckle up. This is just the beginning. I'm your host, Toad, and you have just watched Barber News. Let me know now in the comments what topics you would like to see me discuss, and if you have any other thoughts, please feel free to share. Hit that like and hit the subscribe. I'm out. Peace.